Hello my friends, welcome back to the next speedrunning video. In this video I'm going to set another single player run. There's no current time to beat as such because there's no times on the leaderboards just yet, so I'm just trying to set a few records here that are I'd say like a par, like a decent time, really, like just above average, so that we can get a gauge of what the time. I'm hoping to try and set like a time for each of the levels, and that'll give us an overall idea of what the overall game should be. There's nothing, as I said, there's nothing really to compare it against at the minute, but there is an overall world record for the entire game, and I have the level Big Bang. Let's see, can you guys see that? Kind of froze there. Oh dear, something wrong with the capture. Hold on, man. Yeah, this kept happening. I don't know why. I basically exported a part of this video, and for some reason the video keeps crashing. But this is the current world record for the entire game, but this is just this level extracted. So just to give me a bit of an idea of, and actually, for the previous, I think it was Beach Party was the previous video I did. That world record was relatively easy to get a better time on. This one, it took me quite a few challenges just to get as good a time as what this is set by Boston Brew in his speedrun of the whole game, and I'll put links to that in the description. But I found it hard just to match his time for this, so he's done a really good job. I don't know if it was luck or like he learned this level, because it seems like he's certainly had he certainly tried a few levels, and this one I actually think his strategy of the way he tackles each of the, you have to go and plant bombs, and I think his strategy is actually very good, because I played this just like on my own to mess about, just as a test, and I couldn't get anywhere near as good a time as him. So I think he's like really thought about this level. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but he seems to know where people are spawning. Like just there, you see him take out a few guys before planting this, and I think with this level, you're better off. Like, see that guy up there? I don't know how he managed to get that spawn, because that doesn't happen in my version. So I don't know if that was luck or he sort of knew that would happen, because that gets him really close to this next one. But what he does is he drives around the back of the level and then plants from the back out. And what that does is it stops a lot of the enemies from spawning. I think what happens in this level is, as you plant charges, there are less places for the enemies to spawn. And whenever I played this first time round, I was setting all the charges at the front, working my way in, and I think that's a bad option. I think what he's doing here is now he spawned from like one diagonal of the map to the other, so he's like closing in on the enemy, and his guys I think are probably taking out some of the enemies too, which is a really good strategy, because it makes the enemies easier to pick off, I think, and it makes them be less of them. So, and also I've noticed there's slight differences in the PS2 version. He got a good spawn there too. Like, I've never got someone standing around here. I usually have to like just like walk up around here. But there's definitely at the start of the PS2 version there's no tanks, and at the start of the Xbox 360 version there are 2 tanks, regardless of which. There's 2 entryways into this level, and regardless of which way you go in, there will be 2 tanks. You'll fight at least 1 tank is the way it works. And I've for some reason I've watched this video and there's no tanks. I don't know if that was luck or it just is in the PS2. So I think this is, yeah, it's not the last one. There's one more after this. But he does a really. I haven't watched all his levels in the entire speedrun, but I know he dies quite a lot in some levels, but he doesn't die at all in this level, and he does. Well, at least I don't think he does. And he's really efficient at. He's really taking his time with his gun as well, which is. I'm usually like not like I spray and pray, but it's working to his advantage big time, because he's like just picking off one that like enemies at a time, and it's working really well for him. I think this is the last one he has to do. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I'll even set this, because like I said, it was quite difficult for me to get as good a time, and it's a much longer level than the previous one. Last level was, I got down to like under 2 minutes. This one's can take like, it was taking me like 6 minutes at one point to try and do this level. You then have to, oh, he's actually got, oh yeah, so he has to now get out of the area, and he just kind of runs to the side here, but I think you can actually quick or hot swap to one of the enemies. It might save him a little bit more time. He may have been able to shave like another 20 seconds off that if he like hot swapped out of there. So I think his time was, you want like nearly 5 minutes, like 4 minutes 59, so it's close to 5 minutes as you'll get. In my practice runs of this, I managed to get it down to 4 minutes 23. But that was a one-off, I think, so let me load up the level. I don't know if I'm going to be able to emulate that, so this is definitely a world record attempt. I actually think that he should submit that, just that little section, although he's already submitted the overall world record for his whole time. I think he should actually submit that individual level. And probably now that whenever he first uploaded it, there was no individual rankings, and certainly that score I think should be submitted, because it took me quite a little time to, took me like about 6 or 7 times to just beat his score or get close to his score. So he should just take that score and just submit that to the individual level leaderboard, because it's not a bad time. So yeah, so in his version, whenever he's coming in here, there's no tank over here. Oh damn, I missed the first shot. And this tank actually might kill me right now. Yeah. So that's why I was having difficulty with as well. Like I had to restart quite a few times because of that. I just got a nice kill there. Yeah, I had to keep restarting. If you don't get this tank bit right and it kills, you get killed by the tank, it's obviously like game over. And there's a guy right behind this little thing. He's really hard to hit, but he will rocket you. Damn it. You always get trapped by that tank as well, which is so frustrating. I'm actually out of the map right now. Oh my god. What? Whoa. I think what happened there was the turret of the tank actually like, oh my god. That's just the stupidest thing. The turret of my tank, because of where it was pointing, and I jumped out, it like super jumped me. That's like a known glitch in the multiplayer. It didn't do me any favors really. See, in his version, he gets like a spawn over there, but I don't get that. So that's like another disadvantage for me. Shotgun sucks too, so that sucks for me. I think he managed to get like an assault rifle or something. I don't think I'm going to beat this time, but... Actually, also, I think the Xbox 360 version's a lot harder to see enemies. The PS2 seems a lot clearer. Like everything's so dark. I never liked that. Whenever games went HD, everything just got so much darker. I don't know. Well, I could maybe beat 5 minutes. I don't think I can actually get up there from here. I have to go way over here. I don't think I can do this. I've got like 2 minutes to do 3. Something about the movement in this game as well, it's really unnatural, like the way the enemy soldiers move and stuff. I think it's just like maybe the ragdoll physics just isn't quite right. Shit. Damn it. If I get up here and place this, I'm actually, no, I'm gonna die. Ah, damn it. Oh, it's so far away. It's like just giving me no people nearby at all. Nah. Yeah, it's not even worth it, so. The start on the Xbox 360 is so much more awkward because of the these two tanks. Just makes it so much harder to get your people in there, I think, as well. The problem is as well, like this tank, once you destroy it, it's like the body of it gets in the way sometimes. Yeah, so I can't actually drive past this. So that's really annoying. And again, it's just like a huge disadvantage. So what I might actually do is arm this one and then hope that once this is done, hope that my other tank's over here and then he can go over and do this bit. Oh shit. I've got like heat-seeking rockets on or something, and they spin all over the place. It's so frustrating. I think it's probably good for like choppers. It's like almost like a GTAM, but like it doesn't do any favors against infantry. I'm not really getting any score built up here, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not getting any of my multipliers up. I could do with auto heal right now really badly. Oh, shit. I have one more to do. Oh, look how far away the guy is too. I got all hit at least. Okay, one more. All charges placed. I think I just need to get out of here. There we go. Okay, honestly I don't think I'm gonna get a better time than that. So whatever that is, I'm just gonna take. I think it was like it was like 3 minutes something, so at least it's under 4. Because I just want an average-ish, like below par score for each level, and then we can start to refine it and start to find out what the most like optimized route is and things like that. But right now 3 minutes 17 will do me, and that's all I want for this level. So thanks guys for watching, and I'm going to submit that. I'll leave links to everything in the description. I'll leave links to the leaderboards and things like that. If you know any better ways of doing this, or you have a better score too, then let me know. And please don't forget to check out my other videos, and don't forget to join the Discord. I'd always like to meet new Battlefield fans. Thanks for watching, guys.